Hi everyone, this is Tammy at Snowstorm Crafts, and if you're new here, welcome, and if you've been here before, welcome back. So today I want to show you guys some fun things that you can do with your scraps, and I mean any of your scraps, like any of your laces, any fabrics that you have. I have some fabrics on here, some tea-dyed fabrics. Anything like that, anything you got, some just painty papers made out of deli paper, you know, some ends of cutouts. I even have a little bit of scrap paper right here, some Tim Holtz scrap paper. It's just, I have a whole box, and I'm sure you guys do too, just of scrap paper and fabrics and laces and all kinds of stuff. So what I did is I went to my sewing machine and I just did chain stitching, which is you just stitch and then you continue and you just keep going like that. Instead of stopping at the end and pulling the thread out and cutting it and then starting again, you just keep going. It's a great way to not waste your thread or anything like that, because you just have a little bit in between. And I just put the next thing in, the next thing in. I just layered it up and did it however I thought was kind of fun, and just grabbed some stuff, and I even put some napkins on here and just kept going. And some packaging, fun things, just different stitching. You could see. So I just continuously just kept putting it through and grabbing things and kind of just stacking it on top of each other and just going and just putting whatever I wanted and whatever I felt and whatever I could grab and put all that down. And then now I want to turn it all up right here. And the other day I did I did a little portion of this with you guys and showed you how to decorate some of your scraps like this, like kind of what I want to do today, but I'm doing more of a detailed today. And I will post that link at the end screen if you guys want to come check it out. And I asked you guys in the bottom of that video if you would like to see what I do with the scraps and maybe a little more detailed video. So that's what this is all about, and I will show you guys what to do here, or what I do, you know. And definitely, you know, just run with it however you feel, and there is really no wrong, right, rhyme, or reason. Really, you're just kind of doing it just honestly for art therapy, just to get your scraps done, just to look at it and go, okay, awesome, I at least got these sewn together, and I got some fun things all painted and splattered. And I mean, I got a whole just goodie box here of different grit dyes and sprays and some acrylic paints. I mean, you can even throw some crackle paste on it if you want. So I'm going to get started here and let's see what we can make. All right, so I did all this, and what I did is I took some watered down gesso. I used my fan brush. I have some water over here too, but I watered this down pretty good, so you could see, like that. It just makes it really easy just to take your fan brush and just, you know, kind of splatter it all around. So I did some of that. I did some instant coffee and water mixture here. I did it in this one so I can splatter it. I also did it with a spray bottle to spritz it. Then I took some granules and sprinkled it all around to just intensify some areas. And then took my coffee spritzer and just kind of spritzed it to activate it onto the coffee granules, just to let it sit, and then it caramelizes. It looks so cool when it dries. And I took some Rit dye, black, did some drips all around, some evening blue Rit dye. I did some spritz of aquamarine Rit dye. And I watered down some just acrylic paint in this little tie-dye bottle, and then just do some drips around it just to do just some fun dripping. What else did I do? Then I took some of my black here and watered it, just the acrylic, and did some splatters around. And I think that's it. So I'm just going to let this dry and do its thing. And then when we come back, I will have some fun projects that we could do with it. So yeah, so I'm just going to let it dry for now. And I'll be back. All right, so here are some of the pieces that I dyed with you guys. And I just did it in a time lapse, so I think it turned out really fun. I mean, you can see all the little grungy coffee bits on it. So if you take your granulated, just the instant coffee grinds and just kind of put them on, just dry, and then take it and spritz them, and then let them sit, they get all like really neat looking. I just love that look. So that's a cheap, easy way to grunge up your pieces here for sure. And you can see all that. So these are just some fun little grungy pieces. You can see the stamp right there. So yeah, okay. So we got all this, and these are all the little extra pieces. I'm gonna show you guys what I made out of them. And these are just some ideas that you can do. So I thought it would be fun to do a little flip book here. And I mean, look at that. So this was just one of the grungy pieces that we did. And I glued that down and then glued the strip part on top that had the tea bag that was sewn. And I just did it on a strip of paper because I took a bunch of strips of paper like this, just some book pages, some leftover ends that we have that, you know, when you do your signatures and you have the end cuts, these are great to keep. And then I just grunged those up, and I took one of them and just glued this down and made just a little flip. So, I mean, you can add papers in here or whatever you want, and then you can clip that to your journal. So that's a fun little idea to use your scraps. And I thought this was really cool. So I took those end pieces, just the end cuts, and, you know, after I grunged them, and then just glued them down. And I was using water and glue, Elmer's, just Elmer's glue and water, just a 50-50 mixture. And that's what I used just to glue down everything. And then I took this fun little owls. I thought that was cute. And then my, just some deli paper that I just did acrylic stenciling on the deli paper. And then I just glued that down in this little piece. And then I took some of the scrap pieces and just put them back behind. Just took some of these and just incorporated them into the cover here. And then this is going to be a fun little journal. I will definitely make this into something here. So, I mean, look at that. Is that so cute? And then you could just add to the inside here. So that's definitely a couple ideas. And then I thought it would be fun to do just a master board. So I did the same concept. I took all my strips of paper, glued them down first, threw some book pages on top, and then I took all the grunginess here, or little scraps, and just glued them all over. So I just did that. I just made like just a master board, just glued it all down. And then what we could do is just turn it over. Don't look at it, because this is the fun part. And then take your cutters. You can either do your cutter or scissors or whatever you want to use. And let's see what we come up with here, because these make great. If you guys have never done a master board before, you can make belly bands with them. You can make corner pockets. You can make pockets. You can make little, you know, like we did here, little covers to put on a flip of little. You can do little booklets. You know, all kinds of stuff. So I'm just gonna we'll start this way, and we'll do. Let's go about 2 inches. This will be a good bookmark sizes. I don't know. Okay. Oh, let's look at it. See what we got here. Okay. Ooh. See, that's fun to do this. And then you can see what you got. I mean, look at that. That'd be a great belly band just to add to your journals. And you can even go and sew around all the way around the edge if you want. Oh, yeah. See, those are cool. Okay, let's lay all this out. And then that would be a great pocket. I mean, how fun is that? You can even take your punch here. A little crooked, but that's okay. So we got that. So you could go through and just punch those like that. Let's see if we can make this one straight. Got a little pocket. So I mean, they're really cool. So you don't know what you're gonna get, and it's kind of a fun little master board you can just cut up. Oh yeah, we got our butterfly on there. So it's kind of neat. And then that. Oh, that's really cool. And then here's our corner pockets. So that makes a great corner pocket. I mean, look at that. And you can always just go around and, you know, I got my black soot. And you do a little inking just around it, just to add a little interest to it. So there we go. And do some sewing around it and just incorporate whatever you want to do, your own little style to add to it. So there we go. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and found it informational. I mean, what a way to use up your scraps, huh? Isn't this a fun way? I'd love to hear in the comments what you guys think. Let me know what you guys think, and let me know how you incorporate them into your junk journals. Like, what did you guys do to add to your junk journals with them? I'd love to hear, because I'm always for ideas. I need ideas. I love them. And we got our little matchbook flip here. Well, not really a matchbook, but just a little flip. And a little start to a fun journal. So yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this and found it informational. And if you could please subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell, and you guys can see my next video when I post it. Like, comment, and share, and let's grow together. And keep on crafting.